Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all doing? We're doing pretty good. Still a bit iffy. I did a vlog yesterday, but I deleted it because I wasn't really talking much in it. I was still a bit off. I mean, all it was just me walking about, not speaking. Was it yesterday? No, Monday. No, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday. There's a bit of a rift between Becca and Mama. Good news though. Well, we think it's good news. On Monday, JJ is going to go to, well, we don't know what it is. It's called Stevenson House. And we've always been told he's going to go to Stevenson House for 4 weeks. And I think what it is because we do things differently here in the UK than what they do in America. I think it's like to train Becca and Mama on how to take care of Jonathan by our standards. Because they did say they were going to teach him how to do his peg, you know, his G-tube, properly, or the way we do it. And, you know, which is good news. It means 4 weeks come Monday, he's going to be home. As long as, you know, everyone does what they're supposed to do. And don't mess it up. But Mama wasn't happy about it. He wasn't happy one bit. Because she doesn't want him to go for 4 weeks. I think she's made that quite clear, but unfortunately these are the hoops we've got to jump through to get him back. And the first thing we see was just no negativity. Because, you know, that's just going to mess things up. But of course, Mama was nothing but negative. But, you know, everyone seems to have calmed down now. Becca's in a lot of pain. So I'm just going to go to Mama's, because she ordered two things from Amazon by mistake, so she's got to return one. And of course she doesn't know where the post office is, even though we've been a few times. Oh geez, I'd go and get it and send it back. But yeah, it was literally just me, just walking about, holding the camera to my face, saying nothing. And all you heard in the background was bickering. And like, yeah, I'm not uploading this. I can't be bothered. I just tuned it out, mate. I mean, I don't think she liked that I snapped. I did kind of snap at her. Because she says, I was saying about something that needed cleaning up. So I say when she was saying, oh, this needs cleaning and that needs cleaning. And we got the idea that she was talking about that we needed to clean it. So I snapped at her. I was like, well, effing clean it then. You know, it's your property. You know, stop relying on us. We're not going to do every single little thing for you. It's your job. Not ours. But, you know, everyone's calmed down now. don't think the county's open. I'm just meeting a friend first. I don't think the county's open though. Come on, discard turn. Oh, cheers. You would think it was open, cause no, it's not even open. Said meeting outside the county. Hang on, I'll be back, I'll give him a ring. Sorry about that. I just gotta wait for me. God, it's warm today. Why is it so warm? Hey. Because I don't know which way he's coming from. But yeah, it's been a few days. Oh, me and Becca, we've decided, you know, Saturday and Sunday I'm going to take off from doing videos. Because it's kind of putting a strain on it as well. Hey, why is it so hot? Oh, wait there. He's just walking through the park. The county's the local. He's walking through the park and he might come this way. But then again, he could come that way. The park. Now it would be quicker for him to come that way. Is that him on his little scooter? Is he walking up? It would be quicker for him to come up this way. So anyway, how are you guys? You miss me? Maybe you've missed me. The phone, my watch keeps vibrating. I keep thinking it's a phone call. Yeah, so I've got to go to the post office. I've got to mail off her pension form. Because she's not been found in the system, so... with her not being in the system, she had to fill out a paper form. Hopefully she's entitled to something. She hasn't been living here for 40 years. Oh, that's not him. Unless he did go that way. Jesus, 3 guys to me again, white guy. Standing on the street corner like a $2 hooker. Oh, I think my vape ran out. I'm gonna go to Mama's, go to the post office, go to the shop, get a V, get some pop, apple juice for her, and then home. I look like I'm waiting for the pub to open. I'm not, honestly, I don't drink. Oh, is that him? Why have I been waiting for? Weekly goal of 150 zones. I doubt that actually could be him. Ah, that's him. That's him, he waved. I don't know why he came this way for. It's actually longer to come this way. It's like, what the deuce are you doing, man? So yeah, that's what I gotta do. Today. Is it today? Wednesday. Thursday I'm doing nothing tomorrow. Absolutely jacking tomorrow. Friday we're going back to the hospital because JJ needs a shave, and then alright, I'll be back. Hey, that's done. Apologies. So yeah, hospital on Friday, JJ a shave, clip his nails, because them things are deadly. And then find out what's going on. Because when we got to the hospital, the nurse pulled, she went, oh, did you know he's been moved to Stevenson House on Monday? I was like, no one's told us anything. Because literally no one's told us anything. She went, yeah, we got the call yesterday. Surprised they didn't tell you. Well, technically they should have, because we need to sign off on it. We haven't signed any paperwork to state that you can take him anywhere. You know, you're not in charge. We're the ones in charge. And then a learning difficulty nurse came round, and even she was shocked that we weren't told anything. So she says, leave it with me. She says, I'll ring him, find out what's going on, and I'll give you a ring. She never rang her. So let's just say when I phone them, because the shut for dinner, I think. So at 2 o'clock when I ring them back, it's not going to be a pleasant conversation, because we were hoping to bypass the whole Stevenson House thing. Because if you think about it, Rebecca and Mama, they've been looking after Jonathan for 35, well, Becca's been looking after him since she was 7. But Mama's been looking after him for 35 years. Them two were considered the experts. You know? But obviously it's because we do things differently. It's like we were just informed. Because what you were allowed to do in the US was, you weren't allowed to use the bed, you know, the frame bit, the hospital bed bit, the bit that stops them from getting out of bed, stops people from getting out of bed. That's illegal in the US. But what isn't illegal is locking the door, locking someone in. And that's obviously to stop them from getting to the kitchen where, you know, sharp knives are and poisonous stuff like bleach. I mean, I've heard stories where Jonathan's actually got out and he's flooded a bathroom and, oh, no, sorry, he flooded a kitchen. So, locking the door was legal. Here it's illegal. And we were told, you know, because I thought safety gates were allowed. you know, because you're allowed to have them if you've got a kid. You're allowed to put safety gates everywhere. And now we're being informed that's illegal. Which I even asked her, she said, but you're allowed to do it if you've got a kid. And that's when it clicked. They're not seeing Jonathan as a 2-year-old, because he's got the mind of a 2-year-old. They're seeing him as a 35-year-old man, not a 2-year-old, where you should be looking at him as a 2-year-old. But obviously there's things in the UK like rights, there's what's it called? Oh, I forgot what they called it. But there's a right in the UK that no matter what, under the circumstances, you know, you're not allowed to discriminate, but you've got to have that sense of freedom, you know. And obviously if you put a safety gate up, then you're stopping him from having that sense of freedom. So the social worker at the hospital informed us it's illegal. But then I started thinking, right, so you're not allowed to put a safety gate on his door, not allowed to lock him in. But if we get him a hospital bed, stop him from getting out of it, that's legal. Putting safety gates around other rooms, that's legal. You know, like the kitchen, the bathroom, the front door, and the hallway. All that would be legal then. And he went, yeah, just not his bedroom. But then he started telling us all this other stuff. And right at the end of it, because I as a joke asked him, I went, will he be home before Christmas? And John, the social worker, straight away and said, no. And he's like, whoa, wait a minute, what? And I even threatened him. How when he's coming home one way or another, well before Christmas. But right at the very end, he turns to us and says, well, it's really nothing to do with me anymore. It's the CHC team you've got to talk to. So then I was like, I says to Becca and Mum, I was like, well, why did he say all that? You know, it's got nothing to do with him then. So why is he making rules that we have to follow if it's got nothing to do with him? So once we do finally speak to the CHC team, I'm going to make sure to let them know we don't want any outside interference, like social worker from the hospital. Because it's like he puts it, the only thing he's in charge of now is the discharge papers, which by the looks of it on Monday will be discharged. But obviously going into Stevenson House. But you know, 4 weeks, we've been told this multiple times by multiple people, 4 weeks from now, 4 weeks, and he'll be home, long as if everyone does what they're supposed to do and the bungalow's ready. But obviously that's all up to Mama to do. It's like I kept saying, you can't keep relying on us. We do enough as it is. But silly little things like getting the bungalow ready, that's something she could do. She's always complaining she's bored. She said it the other day, oh, I'm so bored. I don't know what to do with myself. And I said, well, get the bungalow ready. Start getting it ready. Get the camera set up in Jonathan's room. Get the anti-run slip mat put down. You know, you've got all the stuff there, get it done. I'll tell you how much is done, because I'm here. But yeah, 4 weeks from now, well, 4 weeks from Monday. And if we haven't heard anything from the CHC team by Friday, I'm going to raise a fuss. Like a major fuss. Because it's wrong. Because like I said, we haven't signed off on anything. Pretty sure they need our permission to send him a plate anywhere. And I'm going to make it known. We wanted to bypass it. Because the way it normally works is it goes from hospital into a temporary home, and then from the home back into the house or the family home. But on extreme cases, it'll go from hospital into the family home. Excuse me. Because he needs 24/7 care. And we've not been able to find anybody with or that can provide him 24/7 care. It looks like now we'll have. Is it Thursday? Oh, it's Thursday the day. Anyway, I'll be back. That's Mama's done. Yeah. The thing I had to return for it was just one of them things for knives and forks and spoons and stuff. And I said, oh, how much you pay for it? And only a couple of quid. Well, I'll take it off your hands. Because we need one. And you can have it. And after all the things that you've done for me and all the things you've been buying me, then take it. God, I wish I never wore this coat. Why is it so damn hot? Hot. Like it's super duper hot. Why? We're in October. Excuse me. But mind, it was a late summer, wasn't it? Like the summer came around late. It wasn't until... Well, when we got here it was still cold, and that was at what, the beginning of July? Mid-July? It didn't start getting warm until the end of July. Just means we're going to have a brutal winter. And it's going to suck. You didn't make it. Right, slow down, mofos. But yeah, have to go to the post office, mail off a thing in a jiggy. Get my damn steps in. I don't know if you heard what I said there, but I says I'm get my damn steps in. Because I need to get my steps in. And she seems like she's in a better mood. But mine, there's not a lot anyone can do. Like I kept telling her, these are the hoops we've got to jump through. We're fortunate we've got to play by their rules. They say jump, we see how high. And it's not going to stop. She's got social services now for the rest of their lives. I'll get back home to get a drink. Quick. Yeah, I'm in a rush across roads. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, jumping through hoops. Which is stupid. And unfortunately, I'm on the hoops we're going to jump through. But it's good news. 4 weeks from Monday means it's coming home. And you can't exactly knock that. Just like I said, we don't know why they pushed for him to go in there. Even at the staff at the hospital didn't even know. Or the woman that we spoke to. And we don't know. One thinks it's a rehabilitation centre. Well, what you're rehabilitating him for? You know, like a kind of transition. from hospital to the home. Right now all we got is theories. Maybe it's to train Rebecca and Mum on how to do it our way. Maybe it's to see if they could teach him some new tricks, which should have been told multiple times. No. You know, Jonathan's been through it all. They've tried to teach him how to talk, how to sign language, tried to potty train him. He retains information for a short period of time, but he just doesn't retain long-term memory. But when I ring them, they're going to be told. It's not going to, like I say, it's not going to be a pleasant conversation. But yeah, John, the social worker, says, oh, I'm going to check in on you every now and then. So I was like, no, you're not. It's got nothing to do with you now. Absolutely nothing. And I'm going to make CHC knows that. The only thing he's in charge of is discharge, and that'll be happening Monday. So after Monday, we'll never see him again. It's like he says he wanted to carry on being his social worker outside the hospital, but apparently he got shut down. So basically he was haggling for a promotion. That's why legal got involved, because the social services legal team contacted us, and they rang Rebecca, and she voiced that everyone was speaking to seems to be under the impression that he's going into this post permanent. Was sick to death for having to tell him, no, it's not permanent, it's temporary. Because no matter what, one way or another, he is coming home. And that's when the legal team says, yeah, well, everything we do is temporary. Nothing's ever permanent with us. And that's when she says that she was going to look into it. Excuse me. So I think the social worker got into trouble. I think. Anyway, I'll be back. Yeah, that's all that all done. I'm looking for me vape and it's in me hand. That's what kind of couple of days it's been. Daddy knows. Where's the bus stop? I'm letting the bus up me. That's right, I said the bus. Bus. Get the bus. Tired of walking. There's a bus stop there. Bus. I just love it the way it rolls off your lips. Bus. Oh, car. Excuse me. But yeah, fingers crossed, our little boobaloo will be home in 4 weeks. They'll fly by. He got himself into a little bit of bother as well with us, well with me. Because he turned around and he said, you know, as I said last time, Mama and Becca would have to do 12-hour shifts. And I piped up and I said, well, does that mean he's not going to get carers? And I know we'll get carers to go to a day programme and they'll have respite care workers. Whatever that means. So we're like, right. So they don't have to do 12-hour shifts. And then he was going on, and then I says, well, what about me? You know, I'm here as well. So there's really 3 of us looking after him. He says, well, you really can't look after him. I went, excuse the heck out of me, what did you say? He says, when you think about it, you can't. He says, what if you're deployed? I went, so what if I am? He says, well, you can't take care of him then, can you? Well, then I threw in his face. This was the last time we seen him. This was 2 days ago, when I was supposed to upload that vlog, but I deleted it. I threw it in his face. I says, well, you do know that the military offer a welfare support care package for those that are deployed with disabled families. He went, yeah, I actually know about that. I says, well, why did you say that then? I said, you keep digging yourself into that hole, don't you? What do you mean? I said, well, you say one thing when you know about another thing, when you shouldn't have said the first thing to begin with. That's when he kind of got annoyed, because he kept telling me to calm down. You know, kill him with kindness. Ask the questions, but ask them in a nice, polite manner. No, I said, you know what? I said, I've been doing a lot of reading. I says, if I wanted to, I says, I could take this to the man in charge. To the man in charge of me. My boss. I went, no, whatever you do, don't do that. And that got me thinking, I'm actually going to ring him. Because technically they're civilians. And I don't know the way it works anymore. Pretty sure the military outranks them. They used to. Don't mind, I'll find out. So all I'll be doing is asking questions. Like he told us to do, ask questions. It's just that when he says, well, it'll have nothing to do with me now, because I won't be a social worker anymore. It's like, well, why are you getting involved? You don't need to be getting involved. None of us liked him. Straight from the jump. Because it was like he was trying to go down 2 different roads. 2 different paths. When he should have been sticking to one. Basically playing a but and what if game. But he didn't like it when we started playing it. He was like, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? I was like, well, what happens if we win the lottery? What happens if we decide to move to another country? What happens if Mama decides enough is enough and decides to go back to Texas with him? Which she can legally do. Because he keeps forgetting, Jonathan is a US citizen, first and foremost. Yeah, he has the right to be here, but he also has the right to leave. So John asked Lynn, asked Mama. Asked her, well, what do you want to do? And she says, well, I want to stay, but if you force me hand, I'll take him back home. And she will. She'll be like, to hell with it. Pack all the stuff up and just leave with him. Can't stop him. Like I said, he's a US citizen. But you know, he's not being safeguarded anymore. Which is a good thing. And with him not being safeguarded and being discharged, he might actually leave earlier than 4 weeks. So it's Stevenson, we don't even know the address. I remember saying to them, I was like, if that nurse never told us, we would have came in next week and we wouldn't have heard anything. Because I remember they were laughing about it. They says we would have came in, we wouldn't have known where he is, we wouldn't have known what to do, we would have phoned the police and says Jonathan's missing. I went, would you really? I went, nah, I wouldn't really. And I'd phone my commander, get a search team going on. And she looked at me and I just wasn't laughing. I just looked at her bluntly. I'm serious. And I'll make sure that everybody, oh, that's not the bus, that's the van. I'll make sure that someone gets in touch with you about it because it's out of order. Remember the word she used? But somebody should have been in touch with you to tell you that Jonathan's going on Monday. And if John knows, the social worker knows, and he hasn't told us, I'm putting a complaint in. 100% am I? I told Becca and Mama that. And if we end up seeing John on Friday, and he says, oh, good news, JJ's going, I'm going to say, yeah, we were told the other day. But why didn't you tell us? If he says, oh, I've only just found out, I say, right, I'll just tell him straight up, right? I don't want you knowing any more information. You're nothing to do with this now. Because I asked him that the other day. I said, so you're nothing to do with it now? He went, no, unfortunately not. No, he's that weird way. No, you finally got rid of me. And I played it off. I was like, oh, it's just Jonathan's used to you now. And he doesn't like change. You know, just so I didn't come across as a dick. He says, yeah, he says, I've got nothing to do with it now. He says, but I will keep tabs on you. You know, keep tabs on it. No, I'll put a stop. Excuse me, I'll put a stop to that. No, that's Grody. Stupid bug. But yeah, as you can tell, it's been a hectic couple of days. But you know, it's good news. Reminds me of watch vibrating. Yeah, it's good news. 4 weeks. 4 weeks on Monday he'll be home. Or he should be. Because it's not like they're going to turn around. If they mess up, they're not going to turn around and say, right, you've messed up. You're not getting them back. Not like they'll do that. If they mess up, then they'll be taught how to do it. The right way. And they'll keep getting taught how to do it the right way until they get it right. And then when CHC is satisfied with it, they'll be right, now we'll release them back into your care. Which is a good thing. Oh, a Tyne. It's a nice little bike, that. You don't see trikes often. You know, with the 2 wheels at the front and the 1 wheel at the back. Nice little bike. Yeah, it's just the thing with Mama. She wants it done now. She wants everything done now. She wants him home now, which I can understand. I can feel the pain. It's just, it's not going to happen. She's got to jump through the hoops. Everyone does. And if she gives them attitude or negative behaviour, it'll just go against her. That's why the both of them got mad with her the other day. She's just been so negative. It's like she keeps... She keeps going on about therapy. Oh, he's not going to do well in therapy. They've tried hundreds of times. And I looked at back and I says, who in the heck has ever mentioned anything about therapy? And she started looking. She was like, well, no one really. No one's ever mentioned it. The social workers, not the hospital staff, no one. I was like, so where's she getting it from? And it's like, you know, that's concerning. Because no one's mentioned anything about therapy. It's like sometimes it doesn't make any sense, but just the way we've got to deal with it, I suppose. But you know, it is good news. It's coming home when Mama can't do it no more. And if we're not capable of doing it, then at least we know there's places out there that can provide him with 24/7 care, which is exactly what he needs. Because they will use that against her as well. Because they'll look at everything and they'll weigh every option. It's like they'll weigh in and look at Mama's age. You know, a few more years and she won't be able to do it anymore. Then they'll look at Becca's health. Or they'll look at, you know, we're a young married couple, recently married. We're wanting to adopt and, you know, live with life and everything, and they'll use that. Like I keep telling them, don't let them use your weakness against you. But they'll look at everything. Whoever you are, thumbs up, whoever you are. Because obviously they're looking out for Jonathan's best interest. You know, it's what I keep telling them. It's not about you guys. It's not about Mama. It's about Jonathan in his best interests. So they look at it and they say, well, Jonathan's better off here, then he's going to stay. You all right? Want a pottery bank, please? Sorry? Want a pottery bank? Oh. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Actually, it's not pottery bank. Yeah, I'm just going to edit that bit out. But yeah, like I say, it's Jonathan's best interest. If they weigh in everything, they look at everything, and they think Jonathan's better off staying where he is, then that's what they're going to do. Unfortunately. Just as long as if they don't mess up. Don't mess it up. And that's what I keep trying to drill into them. Don't mess it up. It's almost like a point-based system. If you think about it. There we go. But yeah, like I was saying, if you think of it like a point-based system, and the more points you get, the worse it is. So they look at Mama's age, her health, Becca's health, Becca wanting to go back to college next year, us wanting to go on honeymoon next year, us wanting to adopt. They'll use it all against her. I so look at Becca and be like, well, you're a young girl, you know, you don't want to be stuck doing this for the rest of your life. But, you know, we'll have a point. But it's a brother. She loves her brother a bit. So do I. He's my little boogaloo. There's nothing I wouldn't do for that kid. Heck, rejoin the military. Won't have done that for them. Apple juice. Apple juice. Okay, I'll do this. Stupid self-service checkout. What it is. Oh, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. The whole reason why I did that, it was when Mama was in hospital, you know, after everything happened, I got an email saying that she was denied a citizenship because she didn't have good moral standings. It's like, what the hell? You know, she's never been arrested before in her life. Yeah, she may have owed a little bit of money on the taxes, but, you know, it was getting paid. So she was scrambling, right? Both of them were looking up to see if she had any criminal record or anything. And there was one thing on the system, and it was a fine for $0 or 0 cents. But it was active. Like, well, maybe that was it. So we contacted the San Antonio Police Department, Sheriff County or whatever, and they said no, it was nothing, you know, everything's fine. And so what I did whilst I was in the hospital with Becca and Mama, and Becca got upset saying, you know, she might have to leave, because she was told when we rang them, you know, 6 months you're gonna have to leave and go home, which got us worried. So I was sat there on the floor and checked my statuses, because I was already in the reserves. I just checked my status, and I had to redo it. So after so long, you've got to keep like signing the document. So that's what I did. It's just every so many years you've got to do the assessment again and the training and everything. And that's what I'm doing now. But the reason why I did it is because spouses of military personnel get fast-tracked for things like visas and such and whatnot. Because I told her, I say, as well, if you don't get automatic citizenship, then we'll apply for citizenship through marriage, because we're married. And she says that process can take, because she looked it up, that process can take up to 18 months. I know, because I've just redone my application for the reserve, so it'll be bumped at the top of the list. But then when we emailed him, because Jonathan got accepted for his, and she was in the same boat as Jonathan, so we got an email back the same day I did the application. They say, sorry, we had you under a different section. We had you under section 7. And you should have been under section 2. Section 2(1)(e) of the Immigration Act. It says she was accepted. So I was like, crap, what the heck? But you know, me and Becca were talking about it, because I could have cancelled my application. But then we started talking about it. Met up with a sergeant. Explained everything to him and talked to him a little bit. And he was telling me what happens and how much you get paid and everything. How many days of the year you work. She was like, oh, they do things differently here. You only technically work 38 or 42 days out of the year. That's not your dog, is it? The little white thing?
Oh no.
But yeah. Maximum 48 days out of the year and it's £600 a month. Or if you're deployed, it's £2,500 a month. Oh. Huh?
I'll buy you a mustard.
Hang on, I'll show you. I'll be back.